Switch on, my friends. Always a delight to record a video for you, and I sure hope you're getting your daily dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. Dopamine is when you are either performing or you are preparing for the tasks that you need to do to fulfill your roles and responsibilities at home and at work. Oxytocin is when you are extracting joy while giving comfort to your counterparts at home and at work. Serotonin, when you actually are able to clarify what is it that you need from your counterparts so they can help you. You and I need to help others, right, at home, at work, to help me. And then at the same time, when they are helping us, we need to make sure that we are realizing that, feeling the gratitude and expressing it. And finally, endorphin is when you and I are sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day, we are eating well, we are exercising, and minimizing the consumption of sensational news. Well, this video is again focusing on a very important topic of collaboration. And my father very often used to say that my job is to get along well with people. I'll repeat again, my father would say, my job is to get well along with people who I work with. So it's very, very important that you and I realize that functional competency is very, very essential. It's the bedrock, it's the foundation. But at the same time, you and I need to make sure that we are getting along with our stakeholders at home and at work. And for that, one very critical ingredient is that you and I need to constantly practice this fine art of clarifying doubts. Clarifying doubts. Yes, it's always good to give the benefit of the doubt to the other person, but if you can, clarify the doubt. And here I would like to share with you an anecdote, a story. You know, our ancestors created masterpieces, Mahabharata, right, for that matter, or the Holy Bible, or Ramayana, or the Holy Quran, or the Guru Granth Sahib. So all of these actually are nothing but narrations of what to do and what not to do. And anecdotes basically are very, very powerful ways of us to imbibe them. So the anecdote I like to share in this video is Lord Rama, when he was exiled for 14 years on the behest of Kakai, so the son of Kakai was Bharat. And Bharat was very upset. What are you doing, right? You actually are exiling my brother so I can become a king. So he actually refused to address his mother as mother for the times to come. And he had to listen to Lord Rama because Lord Rama said that in my absence, I would want you to run the country, rule the country in my absence, all right? That's my instruction. So Bharat obviously listened to his brother and he ensured that he put the footwear of Lord Rama on the throne of the king. So he would do the official work. At night he would go and sleep in the jungles because it was very, very clear. I am honest and I'll appear to be honest. I don't want to portray to the people that I am greedy to be a king. And also at the same time, he made a pledge that if Lord Rama were not to return in 14 years, to take over as the king, he will commit suicide. That is, Bharat had made a pledge that if Lord Rama were not to come back to Ayodhya in 14 years to resume as the king, he will commit suicide. So that was a concern for everyone. Now, Lord Rama, when he was coming back towards Ayodhya, he sent Hanuman ahead of the pack. You know, there was a whole entourage following Lord Rama and Sita ji. So Hanumanji was sent ahead of the pack because Hanumanji could fly. So Hanumanji reached Ayodhya ahead of the pack and he informed Bharat that Lord Rama is on his way. And this was done by Lord Rama just to ensure that Bharat does not become anxious and do what he had pledged to do. That is, commit suicide if Lord Rama were not to reach in time. But when Lord Rama and Bharat finally were face to face and they were hugging each other, Bharat asked a question to Lord Rama, his elder brother. Brother, why did you send Hanuman ahead of the pack? Did you doubt my intentions, brother, that I would not give up the throne? Because it was also very, very clear that Hanuman was strong enough to protect the interest of Lord Rama. So at that time, Lord Rama, with a lot of love and affection, again hugged him back. He says, Brother, I'm glad you're clarifying your doubt. The reason I sent Hanuman ahead of the pack was I wanted to make sure that you will not become anxious that I'm not reaching in time. And I would dread the event of you trying to harm yourself. And that's why I had sent Hanuman to inform you that we are on our way. And guess what? The doubts were cleared and they hugged each other. So, clarifying doubts actually builds a relationship. Sometimes we feel that if I were to clarify my doubt, unnecessarily there'll be a trust factor. So, learning the fine art of clarifying doubts, right, will build the relationship. So I sure hope that you and I will understand and practice this fine art of clarifying our doubts from time to time so we don't allow the doubts to complicate our mind. With that, switch on. Gambatte kudasai.